Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, October 18th. This is week 4 in the horror marathon. I still have that breathing problem. Wearing my Reanimator t-shirt because it was 40 years ago today this movie came out. But yeah, I'm going to be showing off everything I've watched from October 11th to last night. I sucked in the first time viewings. I actually only watched 3 this whole time. Luckily enough, they were ones that I actually own, because the last couple, like last year, it was more on streaming and stuff, and so on and so forth. I'll just get started. So for 118, first one of October 11th was The Nun, and while I was naturally going in order of the Conjuring films, I was dying to watch the second movie, so for 119, I watched The Nun 2. And then 120, this one I decided to give another shot from last year. I gave it a 5 out of 10, but my rating went up to a 6, and that is the Valerie and Her Week of Wonders. This breathing issue has to stop. So for 121, I watched Halloween H2O. Number 122 is a first-time viewing. Like I said, I owned it. It's called Central Park Drifter, but I have always known it as Graveyard Shift. It's a vampire movie. What, are we surprised? No, not really. I liked it. It was a lot of neat colors, color palette kind of things, like the reds and the blues, and the score was awesome. Like, this is an 80s movie. But yeah, I liked it. And then ended that night, 123, with The Invisible Man. And then for October 12th, 124, I watched Friday 13th, Part 7, The New Blood. Then 125, I watched Pontypool. This is one of those movies I will never spoil for people, even though it has been out since 2008, I believe. Yeah, 2008. I won't spoil it because if you give a certain part of it away, you basically spoil the whole movie, and I'm not doing that. 126, I watched Split Second. I love this movie. And then ended that night, 127, with Annabelle Comes Home. And then for October 13th, we'll get this out of the way because I don't like this movie. I had a couple of days where I only watched 4 movies because my chest and my throat were hurting really bad. I just wasn't feeling it. So for 129, I'll watch we'll move on. And then for 130, I watched Elvira's Haunted Hills. And then 131, Bride of Reanimator, the very first franchise I've actually finished during this marathon. And then October 14th, 132, I should say, The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. And then I watched Friday 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan / Vancouver. I always call it that now. And then 134, I watched Night of the Creeps. And then ended that night 135 with The Blair Witch Project. So for October 15th, sorry guys, and I'm going through this quickly because the breathing problem I have, it makes it hard. So I just want to get through this as quickly as I can. So 136, I watched An American Werewolf in London. 137, I watched Rob Zombie's Halloween. And then for 138, I watched the reboot of The Evil Dead. Flip my page over. 139, I watched X. I'll just grab the next one. 140, I watched Maxine. So for October 16th, only got 4 watched that day too. I was just really out of it that day. 141, As Above, So Below. 142, The Fury of the Wolfman. More of my Paul Naschy greatness. And then 143, 144 were not a first time viewing, was a double feature. I watched Tales from the Crypt and The Vault of Horror. Now this is everything I watched yesterday. I did get 2 first time viewings watched, but I've only got 13 days to watch as many as I can, so. And then for 145, Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. And then 146, I watched Halloween 2. Then 147, I was surprised I hadn't watched this yet. Gonjiam Haunted Asylum. 149 was one of the first time viewings, and I finally checked out my Blu-ray of Brides of Dracula. While I did like it, I kind of was put off by it for some reason. The only saving grace was Peter Cushing, but I gave it a 7 out of 10. I think mostly because of Cushing. So, am I keeping it? Yes, I am, because I did kind of pay $30 for this. And then after that, I watched Dracula Prince of Darkness for 149. How am I at 149 already? And 150 was a first time viewing. You guys saw this in my last DVD Blu-ray update, and I checked out The Fall of the House of Usher with Vincent Price. This is one of the Edgar Allan Poe movies he did with Roger Corman. I liked this one a lot. The only thing I was like so put off by was Vincent Price not having a mustache. It was so weird. But yeah, I like this one because I only got it like a month and a half ago. So, and then I ended that night with 151, and then I watched Hell Night. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. So yeah, guys, sorry for the quick video, but with how my breathing issue is, I wanted to get through this video very quick. So again, I sucked at the first time viewings, but at least, like I said, they were ones that I owned and not ones on streaming, which is easy to go to. Need my water. So yeah, I can't believe I'm in the 150s already. But then again, like I said, I've been sick. I haven't really been going out anywhere, but while I hit it hard when the marathon started, I've slowed down a bit, like 4, 5, 6 films a day. Hoping to change that pretty quick, because I really do need to get at a lot of my blind buys, especially the ones I wanted to watch, like the Quiet Place, Sinners, Weapons. I don't own Weapons, because the 4K was $46 at Sunrise, and I was like, I am not dropping that amount of money on a blind buy. But hopefully I can get Weapons pretty soon and check it out. So yeah, guys, I'm rambling a little bit, trying to make this video a little bit longer, but I really can't because of my throat and my chest and my breathing. So I'm gonna go upload this for you guys and then put on another movie. So can't believe it's 13 days till Halloween. So until my next video, guys, whenever that may be, sorry for the shortness again. I hope you all have a great weekend, watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, like, comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye, guys.